Emily's fingers traced the worn doorknob. Dust coated her fingertips. The farmhouse stood silent, a watchful sentinel against the passage of time. It had belonged to her great-aunt Clara, a woman she'd only known through faded photographs and whispered stories. Inside, the air hung heavy and still. Cobwebs draped the furniture like ghostly shrouds. Emily wandered through the rooms, each step echoing in the silence. A strange sense of sadness clung to the place, a weight that settled on her shoulders. She decided to stay the night. It was time, she thought, to reconnect with her family's past. As dusk settled, casting long shadows across the overgrown lawn, Emily lit a fire in the old hearth. Flames crackled, casting dancing shadows on the walls, but it was the shadows that seemed to watch her back. The first whisper came as Emily slept, a soft, breathy sound like wind chimes rustling in a gentle breeze. Emily, it seemed to say, her name a silken murmur in the darkness. She sat bolt upright, heart pounding. Moonlight streamed through the dusty window panes, casting the room in an eerie glow. Silence. Had she imagined it? The next day the whispers returned. They followed her through the house, faint and indistinct, always just out of reach. Emily, here, with us. Emily tried to ignore them, but fear coiled in her stomach, a cold and slithering serpent. Something was wrong, she knew. Something lingered in this house, something unseen and unheard. Except for the whispers. Sleep offered no escape. Each night the same dream plagued Emily's sleep. A shadowy figure, tall and gaunt, stood at the foot of her bed. Its face remained shrouded in darkness, but its eyes, they burned with an eerie, cold light. "Emily," it rasped, its voice a dry, rustling whisper. "Join us, Emily." Emily would wake with a gasp, her heart racing. The figure always vanished, leaving behind only a lingering sense of dread. The line between dreams and reality began to blur. The whispers grew stronger, more insistent, and always the figure in her dreams beckoned her closer. Section 4. The Mirror's Truth. One afternoon, while exploring the dusty attic, Emily stumbled upon a loose floorboard. Curiosity piqued. She pried it open. Beneath lay a small oval mirror, its silver backing tarnished with age. As Emily lifted the mirror, a chill ran down her spine. The reflection staring back at her wasn't her own. It was the shadowy figure from her dreams, its eyes burning into hers. A scream caught in her throat. The mirror slipped from her grasp, crashing onto the attic floor. It shattered into 1,000 pieces, the fragments reflecting a kaleidoscope of the horrifying visage. And then, silence descended upon the farmhouse once more, but the whispers were gone. Section 5 vanished without a trace. When morning came, Emily was gone. The farmhouse stood empty, the silence heavy and absolute. The only sign of her presence was the shattered mirror in the attic, its fragments reflecting nothing but the empty room. Some whispered that the house had finally claimed her, just as it had claimed others before. They spoke of a dark energy that clung to the place, a malevolent force hungry for souls. The farmhouse still stands, a lonely silhouette against the setting sun. But no one dares to spend the night within its walls, for in the whispers of the wind, some still believe they hear Emily's faint cries, forever trapped within the farmhouse's embrace.